What if the pain of losing something is actually proof that you're growing?
Not every loss is meant to destroy you. Some losses are life's way of making room for the next version of you.
That's hard to accept, though, because when something leaves, it feels like life is taking from us.
But maybe life isn't taking. Maybe it's clearing space. Sometimes what feels empty at first becomes the exact space where wisdom enters.
I recently came across this idea called necessary losses, the thought that some things in life must be lost for us to mature.
And not just people, right?
Right. Sometimes it's our old beliefs, our unrealistic expectations, or even the version of ourselves we've outgrown.
Like the version of us that needed everyone to understand us.
There comes a point where growth means letting go of the need for approval. And honestly, that loss hurts, because it forces us to face ourselves without validation.
That's one of the hardest parts of adulting. Realizing not everyone will clap for your choices. Some people will misunderstand your silence, your boundaries, or your dreams.
Another necessary loss is when we realize our parents aren't perfect.
That one changes everything. As kids, they feel larger than life, like superheroes who always know what to do.
But growing up means seeing their wounds too. Their fears, their mistakes, their humanity.
And losing that illusion can feel painful because it also means realizing no one really has life fully figured out.
Maybe that's why adulthood feels lonely sometimes. You realize the people you once depended on are also learning as they go.
Relationships teach necessary losses in the deepest way.
Definitely. Sometimes what hurts most isn't losing the person, it's losing the future we imagined with them.
The plans, the routines, the life story we quietly wrote in our minds. So grief is often not only about what was real, but also about what could have been.
That's why letting go can feel like mourning a world that never even existed.
Honestly, growth is basically a series of necessary losses.
You lose certainty. You lose innocence. You lose the belief that life will always be fair. You lose the idea that there's a perfect timeline.
Yes, and maybe that's one of the biggest ones, the loss of control.
Because life rarely follows the script we planned at 20.
But in return, what do we gain?
Wisdom, resilience, depth, and a more honest relationship with yourself.
So maybe the goal isn't to avoid loss. Maybe it's to ask, what is this loss trying to teach me?
Maybe the reason life feels painful sometimes is because we're becoming someone bigger than who we were.
Some chapters only begin after we accept the ending of the previous one.
So if you're losing something right now, a dream, a relationship, a version of yourself, maybe it's not punishment. Maybe it's preparation.
Maybe life is guiding you toward the version of yourself that can only exist after letting go. Because growth doesn't only come from what we gain.
Sometimes it comes from what life gently asks us to release.